But now to an update on the controversy and serious allegations surrounding the famous Dharmasthala Manjunatha Swami temple authorities. The police had to intervene and diffuse protests in the temple town after a group of people making allegations against the temple authorities began marching towards it. The Karnataka government has formed an SIT after serious allegations of rape and mass burials were made by a former sanitation worker in Dharmasthala, Vasudha.
Now the former sanitary worker has made these grave allegations, and he has also filed a complaint in June, and his statement was recorded before a magistrate on the 11th of July. That's the timeline. Now the SIT formed by the state government will be headed by DGP rank officer Pranab Mohanty and was formed after repeated demands for a thorough investigation in this matter. Meanwhile, a Bengaluru court has granted an injunction against publishing of any defamatory content against the family that administers the Manjunatha Swami temple. CPI Rajya Sabha MP Santosh Kumar, who had raised this issue first, said that he welcomed the formation of an SIT, and he also said that a thorough investigation is necessary. This is what he said.
The CPI welcomes the decision taken by the Karnataka state government to form a special investigation team in connection with the Dharmasthala developments, and it was with a deep concern and a sense of duty that we tried to raise this issue. And during these days, the government of Karnataka was shockingly silent. I hope after continuous pressure from all corners, the government decided to form a committee, inquiry team, and we hope truth will come out and the victims should get justice.
My former IPS officer joins me live. Sir, in a case of this nature, before the SIT, what would be the crucial next steps in the investigations, given that some of these allegations date back to more than 3 decades?
I think the most important part is, as currently where we stand, that we need an immediate and comprehensive protection of the whistleblower. There are varieties of cases we have heard of happen in Madhya Pradesh, where we find people only disappearing. So that is the first and the most important thing. I think huge amount of details have been given by the whistleblower in the 183 BNS statement with the magistrate. So I think that has to be taken care of. I think both the complaint and the statement before the magistrate, they have to be put together, studied, and then first steps have to be taken. What is most important is the nature of scientific exhumation. So first you decide on the burial sites based on whatever whistleblower has told so far. And then the exhumation of those burial sites, which are not standard burial sites, is extremely important. And only through that exercise, we will be able to get the remains of the people who have been killed and buried. So that is the most critical thing. And suffice to say that this exhumation, which is currently done by the police, in normal cases, one dead body or so, at the exhumation, people are perfectly fine with it. But in the nature of the exhumation which you're talking about, which might run into areas which are not proper burial grounds, or it can run into numbers which might be dozens to say the least. So there you need people like forensic pathologists, you need forensic anthropologists, you need forensic archaeologists. So there are a variety of specialists who need to be put with the current team. So that becomes very, very critical and very, very important. The documentation of the exhumation is very important, because of the documentation of the exhumation, I think everything will rely on that particular documentation. And the next important step would be the DNA.
Right.
So DNA fingerprinting will finally establish as to whether the connect is there to those particular cases. What is commendable is that the government of Karnataka has given a very comprehensive mandate to the SIT, which is not limited to the present case filed by the whistleblower. It covers nearly all the cases in any police station of Karnataka in this time span of 1995 to 2014. And I would safely believe that if there's something earlier also or later also, I think that will finally be added.
You're making a very important point, but there will be questions raised as to why there was a delay in forming of the SIT as well. So we'll keep a close watch on that. Thanks very much there.